want people to be scared. Like, why she look like a cartoon character? Okay. Admit.
Welcome, Mama Yada. Hi, Dr. Jones. How you
Greetings.
doing? My board in the house.
Hey, as you know, I'm driving, so I'm
Yes.
gonna be. Love y'all. I'm here. I'm listening though.
Thank y'all for showing up. Hi, Chloe. Welcome, Laura. These some easy names. I'm glad because I suck at names, so I don't even get upset when people call me Rachel. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. We're excited to have you all.
Yes, happy Sunday. Thank you for being here.
This meeting is recorded. This event is recorded. I hope everybody is having a restful Sunday this Sunday, preparing for hopefully easy week this week.
Easy. From your lips to God's ear.
Yes. Heavy on to God ear.
Yes. Heavy, heavy, heavy. You have a lot going on this week.
Yeah, it's an eventful week to say the least. So happy to have everybody.
Oh, thank you for joining us. Is it Shevlin? Shevlin? Yeah, at work? No problem at all. Happy to have you here.
I'll
She
share
dropped
at
a note in the
work.
chat.
I appreciate you.
Yes.
I hope I'm not gonna use a keyword because I'll never do that to you, but I hope you have a smooth shift
Yeah.
today. Welcome everybody, welcome. We are rolling in, just giving people time to get settled. A lot of people like to join right at the 3 o'clock mark. You
Mm-hmm.
know how we do virtual, especially when we at work. Work start for 8 o'clock. We be on at 8:01, maybe
Yes.
8:05.
Yes. Right on the mark.
Right
Ready
on
to
the
go.
mark.
Trying to make sure I'm hitting the admit button fast enough. It's people.
Right. How we late for work at home? You had to walk 20 feet. That was it.
Yes.
If that, the computer probably was at your bedside.
And those are the memes that crack me up. When it's me when I have a meeting at 9 a.m. and you in the bed and the computer's beside you at 8:59.
Yes. Hey Tina, nice to see you. Well, I know how you look. You're not even on the camera, but nice to have you here, honey.
Yes.
Welcome
Hi, Caitlin. Thanks for
everybody.
joining.
Nice to see you, your beautiful face.
Well, thank you, friend.
So radiant. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am well. I'm well.
Good.
I don't know why I sounded so country when I said I'm well.
Blessed and highly favored.
Blessed and highly favored. Welcome everyone. Welcome. This is going to be an exciting event. Make sure you drop where you're coming from in the comments. Drop how you're feeling. You could just put an emoji if you want to. I'm excited for what we have in store, and Alayna is going to do an amazing, amazing job guiding us today. It's going to be an amazing event.
Yes, we're very excited and happy to have you all here.
With hopefully more to come.
Still admitting folks as they appear. We had quite a few people registered, so I imagine folks will continue to follow.
Welcome, welcome. see some familiar names on here.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Caitlin. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
I'm well. Glad to have you here on this Sunday.
Yes,
Yes,
glad to be
thank you
here.
for joining. It's so good to see your face.
If you can, don't be afraid to come off on camera. I'm sorry. We're happy to
Yes.
see you. Hi, Nikki. That's what I'm talking about. Sitting on top of the world is giving me Brandy vibes. That's what I'm talking
Thank you for that.
about. As you should be on the pedestal. Absolutely. All the way up there, too.
Alice Space.
Yes, yes.
Hey, classmate.
Hello.
Is this a Spelman night?
Of course.
Okay. Spelman in the house. Okay.
Yes. When I heard sitting on top of the world, I said, wait, that sounds like some class of 94 old school
It
stuff
gotta be
there.
a Spelman night sitting on top of the world. Okay. Y'all
Some
better
old school.
represent. Love to see it. We're gonna take 2 more minutes and then we'll start, and then people will
Okay.
still roll in, but they'll catch up. Glad to have everybody here. Dropping some important information in the chat, just so if you want to follow up with necessity journals, a light after nine, Mama's Mosaic, please look at the chat. We'll also follow up with you without after the event. Yeah, great website. I know I love it. Necessity journals is so beautiful and chic, and I love all their stationery tools. Love my pens. Oh, she already got her stuff. That's what I'm talking about,
Then,
Nikki.
already tapped in.
Already. She said I'm already a supporter.
Mm-hmm. We have about 15 folks on, and then I don't see anyone in the waiting room here, but I'll continue to let people in as they join.
Okay. Happy to get started. Well, welcome everybody to Dear Mama, a guided journaling experience. We're so excited to have you here. This is brought to you by Light After Nine, which is my nonprofit organization that I started after having 9 pregnancy losses before finally having my son, who is now a 2-year old pot belly toddler, who I love dearly, who is running around here, and also Mama's Mosaic, which is Desiree's organization, and they do amazing work with maternal wellness. They have monthly groups and also a lot of in-person events as well, and they're located in Georgia, but we'll be traveling soon. And then we
Yes.
have the Necessity Journals, which is Dr. Alayna Blash's company, and she is the one who will be guiding this amazing experience today. And she has pens, she has socks. Most of all, she has phenomenal journals. So please, I put her website in the chat, tap into it. And we could go to the next slide. I want to highlight our sponsor for today, our sponsor who made all of this possible, Athens Parent Wellbeing. They're located in Northeast Georgia, and they provide mental wellness services for moms who are pregnant and in their postpartum period. And they're in Borough, Oconee, Oglethorpe, Madison, Clark, Jackson, Morgan, Banks, Elbert, Green, and Walton County. And next slide, please. And without further ado, we have the amazing Alayna Blash, who is, I'm just so excited, who is going to be leading this guided journaling experience. So here we go. Alayna, it's all you.
Oh, wow. Here we go. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
First off, let me just thank Desiree and Rachel for having me here this afternoon. I've known Rachel for a few years, pre-COVID, from church, and it doesn't hurt that she's my homegirl from New Orleans, and she's that. So immediately I felt the connection with her, and I followed and watched her journey, and I just appreciate her courage in the pursuit of motherhood, but also how she's living out her life and telling her story to help support others who are going through this motherhood journey. I just met Desiree, but look, if y'all can look at that makeup today, her spirit glows just like her makeup. All right, I called you out. She is glowing, and I appreciate you all for just having me here today to celebrate with you. She asked me for a bio. I was like, I don't have one of those. This is who I am. I'm a mom of three wonderful now adult children. Lord have mercy. I'm a wife to a wonderful man for the last 20 years. Yes, I'm a college professor and administrator. I'm a lifter and dream builder, right? So my place on earth is to support and serve others to help them live out their best dreams. I'm the daughter to two aging parents. Which is why I'm not at my home in Atlanta. I'm actually here in New Orleans supporting my mother. She's ill right now. One of her favorite pictures is sitting behind me. I'm friend to women who want to go somewhere with their life. I'm not very friendly to women who about that stuff. So, um, I just love supporting women who are about doing things. I serve my community avidly. I serve in church, and I'm a worshiper and lover of the Lord. But for today, I want to tell you that I'm a journal girl. Like, I love writing in my journal, y'all. Because I have three brothers and I was the only girl on my block growing up for a little while, I spent most of my time learning how to throw a football and change oil and cut grass. But then when we would come inside, instead of playing with the boys, I would come in and pull out my Holly Hobby notebook with the lock and key, and I would write in my little dear diary. And my notebook became my best friend. And so over my life and my life's journey, I've used writing to help calm me and center me and ground me, to help me relieve stress, to help me focus, to come back to myself. When life is crazy, like I can write on the back of an envelope, a notebook, a napkin, an old CVS receipt that's a miles long. It doesn't matter what it is. If I can get a crayon and something to write on, for some reason, I just feel grounded again. So I started my business necessity out of necessity. Like, writing is a necessity for me. And I wanted to share my passion for writing with others. So that's me. All right. So today we're going to go on a little journey together. We're going to write together as we talk about this theme of motherhood. So I want you to just go with me. And if the slide goes, let's see, it's coming. Okay. All right. Rachel, what is happening here? There we go. Nope. All right, so let's take a minute to begin. I might need this moment myself since the slide just irritated me. Let's take this moment to begin. So first thing that I want you to do, if you are not already in a space, I know some of us said in the chat that we're at work and wherever we are. I just want you to start putting yourself in the mind frame to be present in this moment, right? Take a second to gather what you need to prepare for this moment. I like my little sparkly pens. I have, y'all, I love pens and pencils and paper. So whatever you need to get ready, go ahead and do that. I have my trusty necessity notebook here. But whatever you have, if all you have is a paper towel at the hospital and your pen that you're taking vitals with, just get something so that you can write a crayon and take a moment and center yourself. I'll give you about 10 more seconds to do that for those of you that are just entering the chat to gather your tools and supplies that you need to be present today. All right. Hopefully everybody's got something. All right. And so the next thing we're going to do together, y'all, is just take a minute to breathe and center ourselves and focus. So if you can, if you're in a safe space or a place where you can put your feet flat on the floor or whatever your comfortable resting position is, and put your hands in your lap, your palms of your hands like down on your thighs. And I'm going to ask you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable with closing your eyes and just settle in. And we're going to take a couple of deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouths. We're going to go in through your nose, hold for 4, and then just out through your mouth. So breath one, in through your nose. Breathe out. As you breathe out the next breath, I want you to start thinking about relaxing your face muscles, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your shoulders, your arms. Breathe in through your nose, out. We'll take one more breath together. Start relaxing your leg muscles and your hips. In through your nose, out. Whew. Woosah, as they say. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. You can open your eyes. Hopefully you are a little more centered and grounded. That breath work just helps to calm and helps me to be focused in the present, in the present. And the first time I started doing breath work and someone told me to relax my face muscles, I was like, what do you mean? But then when I did it, I was like, whoa, I did not realize how tight I carry weight right here and how tight I am in my jaws, right? So just taking the moment to just whew, and just let that go so I can be free. All right, let us begin. So as we start this, I want you to know that there is no right way to journal. Okay. Many times people think I have to do it this way, or I have to have a fancy notebook and I got to have all these matching stickers and all of this stuff. There is no one correct way to journal. So in the chat or using the emoji, how many of you are already journalers? If you could let us know, do you already journal? Anybody? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, come on, yes, loud and proud. Yes, if you're already a journaler, great. If you are not a journal girly, like me. Somebody said I started and stopped. That's all right. First time. All right, Caitlin. Yes. Come on, Kyla. Ooh, we're converting today. We're converting. Just have some new journal girls, a little but not consistently and working on it. All right. Well, extend grace, right? Journaling is part of our journey. It's part of our process. I don't use it in replace of therapy or my belief, in higher powers. It is part of who I am and part of my practice to keep me living my life the way I want to thrive. But I just want to remind you there's no one correct way to do it. All right. So as we do this exercise today, I'm going to ask you to do different things. But as you take on journaling as a practice, even if it's something you just do once a week, feel free to do it in whatever way comes to you, whether you're writing poetry, whether you're drawing, or you like to do the stickers. Your open page is your safe space. So fill it however it comes up and comes out. Okay. And specifically for today's writing session, I want you to keep this one thing in mind is that do not want you to censor what you write. Many times when we get ready to write, we want to make sure it's perfectly correct, like grammatically correct. We want the spelling to be right. We don't want it to be messy. Please don't do that today. Today, just let it come up and come out. Okay? If you don't feel safe with your words afterwards, you can find a way to, hide them from others. But for the purpose of this session, just let it come up and come out. All right? Everybody good? All right. Thumbs up if you're good. All right. Let's go. All right. Number one, Rachel, me and this mouse thing. Why? All right. Motherhood. So let's talk about it. So we are here because Mama's Mosaic and A Light After Nine wanted to open a space for moms to celebrate themselves and come together as mothers along on this journey, and have a space just for us. We fill our space and our times every day doing stuff for everyone else. No matter if your children are in that young stage, 0 to 5, or if they're in the mid group, or like me, I have one that's my last baby's getting ready to go off to college, or they're adult children that you are parenting. We fill our space and our circles with so much of them that we wanted to come and give this space for us. So as we think about celebrating this community of motherhood, we know that motherhood, we all kind of need a village. We say it takes a village to raise a child, but it also takes a village to support us as moms. And so I want you to start thinking about who's in your village, like who's in your circle, right? If you think about the old school church, they would have the motherboard on the front row, right? The deaconesses and choir board number one and usher board number two. There was this whole village that was doing the work of the church. Who's helping you do the work? Like who's on your team, right? Reflect. I just want you to think about who are those people that walk with you? Who are those people you can call that are steady and constant? And what do they feel? What part of the story do they feel for you? Also, take a minute to think about who's not there. Who do you wish was there? Right? If you have a parent that might be deceased, they may not be here with you physically, but what are the lessons that you carry with you from them? What else do you need to be fulfilled as a mom to do this work of motherhood? Do you need to join a mommy group? Do you need to be part of Mama's Mosaic? Right? Do you need to be in community with more mothers? Right? So I want you to think on those things for a second. Who's in your village? Who's your prayer warrior? Who's your supporter? Who's your person that has all the child care tips? Right? Who's doing that? And then who's not there? As we enter into this prompt number one, we're going to take 5 minutes to let you all write this answer. This is free writing or a circle. We're going to talk about two ways to answer. One, what does community look like for you in motherhood? Who has shown up for you? And who do you wish was there? So the first thing I want you to do is either you can choose two things. I want you to either free write your answer, just write who's there for you, who do you wish was there? The second way you can answer this prompt is to draw a circle. Draw a circle. Inside of the circle, write the names of those that show up for you. Big circle on the page. Inside the circle, who shows up for you? Exterior of the circle, who do you wish was there? Who's missing? I need a girlfriend with all the organizing experience. That's what I need. I need somebody who knows school stuff, right? I need somebody who's going to hold me accountable, right? So in the big circle, I want you to write who's there. On the exterior, what's missing. I'm going to give you 4 minutes to do that. I'm going to put myself on mute and give you all 4 minutes, and then we'll come back and share in a second. All right, we'll take 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes. Remember, we're filling our circle. If you're doing the circle method, we're filling the circle with who's there. And on the exterior, who do you need? Whether it be a specific person or a mommy resource that you need, a mommy group. Maybe you need to talk to other women who are on the fertility journey. What would you need? All right, one more minute, about 30 seconds. All right, we're done. Okay, let's come back together. Is everybody able to complete that with some confidence there? Anybody want to share? Because this is a small group of us. There is no obligation to share here. But if there's anyone that would like to share, one or two people that are in their corner or types of women that are in their corner, in their circle.
For me, hi, I'm Christina.
Hi, Christine.
Um, two things that I have in my circle are, even though I'm not a mom yet, I have a great group of mom friends. So like people from church that already have kids, and then um so I can like just go to them to like ask like what their advice is or just hear their stories about their kids, and it really just uplifts me. And then I have like my friends that I've had for over 10 years who kind of know like my story and things like that, who I can always go to, especially if I just need to not talk about like my fertility stuff and just like have a good time and laugh.
Mm-hmm.
They're always there too.
Awesome, awesome. It's great to have supporters and people that get you, you know. Does anybody feel comfortable sharing one person that they need or a type of person they need in their corner?
I can share. My name is Ugo Edu. Um, I wish my father was still alive. I know he's not a woman, but I do miss his presence. And I wish I had more church friends like me. Like I had more church community.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Ugo. So I hope that as you all went through that prompt, it sometimes causes us to reflect on who we are, what we have, be grateful for what we have, but also take a peek at what do I really need, right? What do I really need? So you can do an assessment of what you have and take some inventory on this mommy journey. All right, we're going to go to prompt number 2. Michelle, I don't know why there is a delay on these slides.
Try the bottom right. There should be an arrow or left. I'm sorry. There should be an arrow that comes up, and that should.
Yes, okay. All right. So if you are able, so two things. One, if you are able to come turn your camera on, great. If not, I want you to find a way to look at you right now. So if you can come off, turn your camera on, turn your camera on and take a quick peek of you in the Zoom. Just look at you. If you can't look at you in Zoom or you don't want to look at you in the Zoom, grab a mirror, take a selfie, do something real quick where you just look at you. Everybody, take a second to look at you. You see you? Deidre, you see you? I see you. I hope Maria, you see you. Ava, I hope you see you. All right, you can go off. You can turn your camera off if you want. All right. What did you see? Yeah, what did you see? Whew. I know that was quick, but sometimes when we look at ourselves or maybe we take a peek and look at old photos of ourselves, like I said, I'm at my parents' house here in New Orleans, and I saw some old pictures of me as a little girl, and I was like, oh boy, did nobody want to comb my hair back then? Like what? But y'all know what those pictures look like. But you take a picture of you look at yourself now in the mirror, you wake up in the morning, you look at your mirror, you might get a glance of yourself from the side, somewhere, you might see your profile or a picture someone else took of you. Sometimes the voices in our heads when we look at ourselves isn't so kind and friendly. Sometimes it is, but sometimes when we look at ourselves, that voice, it says all kinds of things. Right. And we begin to sometimes pick up messages from the world and what we might have heard someone else say about us. We might have heard it in church or at work or on a playground. And sometimes we carry those things with us. Right. I will tell you, you all see my gray streak of hair. In all honesty and transparency, growing up and graying at 14 years old was not cute, right? I get all kinds of compliments now. But when I was 14, it wasn't cute. And so I told that to myself for a long time, right? So that voice was not very kind. Um, so I want to make sure today that in this thing called motherhood, this journey, that we are shifting that voice, that we are rewriting that script so that when I look at myself and you look at yourself in the mirror, we are seeing someone that we are proud of and that we are shifting our story. Motherhood does works on our body. The journey to motherhood does works on our body, right? The physical changes, emotional changes, it does a lot to us. And so I want to know what you see. Okay. So here's our next prompt. Be real candid. What did you see? Or what did that voice in your head say when you looked at yourself just now? You're going to answer that. Don't censor it. Don't censor that response. What did you see when you turned on your Zoom camera or took that quick selfie or looked in the mirror? What did you see? And is that a voice or a message that you want to continue, or is that something that you need to change and shift? So when you looked in the mirror, did you be like, "Oh gosh, I see these wrinkles," or "I see someone who's tired"? Like what did the voice say when you first looked at you? And then how do you want others to see you? So we'll take 5 minutes to go through this prompt. I'll go on mute and give you 5 minutes to answer that and be candid with yourself. Remember, do not censor your response. We'll take 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes. Remember, we're trying to shift the message. Chat, they saw a tired soul. How do you want others to see you? How do you want others to see you? All right, as you all begin to wrap up, um, I hope that you stick around to the end because we have a survey for you all to complete and an opportunity to win a journal kit from Necessity from me. So we're going to be giving away, how many are we giving away, Rochelle? Five? We're going to be giving away five little cute journal kits that I'll send to you next week. So please stick around to the end so you can complete the survey for a chance to receive one of our journal kits. All right. Anybody want to share what is, oh no, we're going to do this different this time. Let's do this differently. All right. So in the chat, we're going to do something called a chat waterfall together. In the chat, I want you to write, but don't press send. Don't press send. I want you to go ahead and type how do you want others to see you? Just a couple short words. How do you want others to see you? But don't press send. We're going to all press send at the same time. So take about 30 seconds. How do you want others to see you? Do not press enter yet. Wait till I tell you to press enter. How do you want the world to see you? Okay, everybody got their answer typed in? All right, if you've got your answer typed in, uh-oh, wait a minute. All right, ready? So we're going to hit enter all at the same time. How do you want the world to see you? 1, 2, 3, enter. Woo, woo. Wait, a woman of peace. Kind, caring, and thoughtful, a woman of peace as a human being. Genuine, caring, loving, blessed and thriving, refreshing and helpful, but in need of help myself. How about that? Speak that. Strong and present. A visionary, legendary, and impactful. Yes. Fit, healthy, financially free. Yes. Fearless and a woman of faith. I love it. I love it. Let's all be that. That's how I see you from now going forward. So if ever I get to meet Caitlin in person, I'm going to know that Caitlin is strong and present. That's how I see you, Caitlin. Desiree, kind and caring and thoughtful. I see you that way, right? I want to see you that way. That's how I see you. And that's hopefully how we will start to present ourselves in that manner. All right. How we feeling? Thumbs up? We feeling good? Okay, so take a minute. We're just gonna breathe for a second. Woosah. In, out. All right. Let's get ready for our next prompt. As we think about this invisible load, the invisible load and all that we carry, it can be really, really heavy. What do I mean by the invisible load? There are parts of being a mother or being on this fertility journey that live in the shadows that no one ever sees, right? It's the weight that we sometimes carry that causes us to be heavy. The many decisions we make. How many of y'all make like a decision a second feels like? The worries that we have, Ugo said me, the worries that we have in silence, right? I'm in bed at night tossing and turning, thinking about, did I wash my child's favorite red shirt because he got school pictures tomorrow? Okay. Did I get the blueberries? All right, let me roll over. Man, I gotta leave. Like there's so much, right? That it's all of the things that we carry. Sometimes all of that weight is heavy, and if we're not careful, it'll cause us to live in resentment of our partner, our spouse, our co-parent, or even our friends that aren't in the same situation. If I think, I love my husband, y'all, but if I think about the decisions I make every day for the family and how it just seems like he just goes through life, everything's peaches and cream, right? It's invisible. It also can feel very isolating, and I don't always have language to put to it, right? So for this next one, I want you to think through all of the decisions and all the stuff that you got going on in your head right now. Like you're trying to be in the moment, but I know y'all got stuff in your head. I want you just to think through all of that stuff that's in your head right now. Okay, you're thinking through your stuff, think through it. What are you carrying that no one else can see? Right? What the decision of uncertainty, like what's got you? So what I want you to do for this prompt answer is I want you to enlist format, literally just dump it. Dump all of the decisions, things, the stuff you're thinking about, the tasks, just dump it. Don't strategize, don't censor it. Don't be like, no, that's not really on the list. Yes, it is. Like, just dump it right now for these next 4 minutes. Dump the list out of your head. I'll go on mute and give you a chance to do that. Take one more minute. Remember, we're just listing. We're listing out all of those things, right? What's the weight that you're carrying? The decisions that you're thinking about, the tasks that you have to do. What are the thoughts that are just in your head that need to come up and out? What's something you've been thinking about lately that's quietly weighing on you? Okay. As we close out this prompt, I want you to move your body a little bit. Wiggle your arms, pat your feet, do whatever you got to do, and just kind of wiggle. Um, on Sunday evenings, I'll share a practice with you, those of you that are beginning to journal. On Sunday evenings, I do what's called a Sunday evening reset, my Sunday reset, where I literally take a book, a notebook, like I said, a piece of paper, and I do a brain dump. So just what we just did, this moment of lifting and releasing all of the things that I'm thinking about that have my mind, right? Whether it's organize the mail, do the laundry, whatever's here, I lift up and out. Um, Once that comes out, I do feel like the tension actually releases. It can make me anxious, and I feel that anxiety sometimes in how my body is moving. It can be jittery. And so movement activities when you are writing and journaling help you to release some of that. Okay. So I don't want to know what's on y'all list, but did it fit on one page or two? Anybody's list went to two? Nobody. Sometimes it can, y'all. It can be heavy around here for us. There's a lot. Depends on how big your paper is, right? If you had a big one. But yeah, so think through that list. Now, as you go throughout this week, you can take that list and start to strategize how you're going to navigate all of those things, right? Boxing out days of time, allotting short periods of time to get tasks done. If you know me, you would know that I hate laundry. And so I have a 20-minute time period to do anything with some laundry because that's all my mind can take at one time. But just make sure that you're plotting out some time to start accomplishing some of things on that list. All right, we are coming down to our last prompt together. Rachel, this went by too fast. I don't
I know
know,
I
Desiree.
hate
We got
it.
one more prompt together. And
I'm
again, make
thinking
sure you
like
stay
two more prompts.
Just make sure you stay to the end to do the survey. We got one more together, y'all, because all of motherhood is not bad. I know we carry the weight. I know we carry the weight. I know the journey to the fertility journey can feel rough and rugged, but there is joy in the morning, right? We have to let it in. Gotta let it in. Those quiet whispers of joy. Many of us think joy has to be loud. We only celebrate at big birthdays, but no, I am celebrating the fact that I'm here and I'm healthy and I'm whole, right? The little whispers of joy. I want you to let those moments in as well. Making sure that we're ending the session with some light and some gratitude and affirming this road and this path that we're on, that we're grateful for this time here, that speaking life to our life means something, right? As we look for these flickers of hope. So our last prompt today is, what is one thing you are deeply grateful for? Like deep down grateful for? I heard Ugo say she missed her father. I'm sure his wisdom is something that you're deeply grateful for. Like, what are we deeply grateful for today? Take 2 minutes to write that. What are you deeply grateful for? Would anybody like to share one thing that they're deeply grateful for, if not verbally in the chat?
I'm grateful for this event. I definitely needed to be grounded before uh, I don't even know what adjectives to use about the week that's ahead, but I definitely am grateful for this event and for
Yeah,
all of you for showing up.
yeah. Someone said, I'm grateful for this space, health and community, new growth opportunities. Yes, deeply grateful for the time spent. Yeah. So our last little piece of this is about affirmations. So I want you to do something on your notebook. I want you to make a column, like just a line down the page. And on the left side, I want you to write the word joy. Just make a line down the middle. And on the left side, I want you to write the word joy. In that, on the right side of the box, I want you to write an affirmation related to joy. So affirmation format is more like, I receive joy. It's you in the present and what you want from that thing, what you see from it. So I receive joy every day, or I am joy, or I will live my life with joy, or joy comes to me. However you want to phrase that sentence, I want you to write an affirmation related to joy. Okay, anybody got an affirmation on joy they want to share with us?
Mine, I'll go. Mine is
Good
I
answer.
trust joy. I find that
Ooh,
sometimes it's hard for me to believe it when it comes. Like I'm kind of waiting for the bottom to fall out, or the other shoe to drop. So yeah, I said I trust joy.
I trust joy. That's really powerful. Yeah, when you see it and you take that moment to acknowledge it, is this real? Like, could this be real? Yes, you can have joy. Yes, I will attract and carry joy daily. One more. Anybody else want to share an affirmation on joy?
Mine was actually similar to Desiree's. I put I welcome joy. Um, so I had the same sentiments as you, Desiree, with that. Just being able just to, with open arms, just welcoming joy.
Yeah, allow it to come in.
Allow it to be exactly.
Allow it to come in. It's sometimes hard, right? When it's not what we have all the time, it's hard sometimes to one recognize it and then receive it, and that it is okay to have joy. So that was the prompt I wanted you all to work on. That talks about what affirmation do you want to live and believe more fully, because like I told you all in the beginning, I'm a journal girl. So I've got all these notebooks with all these cute little affirmations and words on them and all that stuff. But am I really living and believing those things? Right? So if you write it for yourself that I'm going to welcome joy, then that's something that I want you to challenge yourself to do. Like I need to do that. I need to welcome in joy and hold myself accountable to allowing it to enter into my space. Um, yeah. Motherhood is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful process, sometimes laborious. It's, it is laborious labor. But it is a beautiful space that we are in. Rachel, oh my goodness. Why? Why, Rachel? Why? Let me just thank you all for allowing me to be here with you this afternoon. I know we only had a few minutes together to do these four prompts, but I wanted to leave you with this. And if you all could just read this to yourself out loud, you don't have to come off mute, but just say these words that I am enough. If you all would say that, I don't see our lips moving. I am enough. I am enough. I am, like y'all saw that first slide, I'm somebody's mama, somebody's wife, somebody's teacher, a daughter, a child, a friend, a business person. Like my fingers. But you know what? I am enough. I'm working on me. I'm welcoming joy, but I am enough. I hope that you carry that message as mothers and pursuant mothers, that you are enough. And your gift to your children is that you believe that you enough. Okay. Thank you for spending this afternoon with me. I see you. I love you, my mama sisters. If you would do me one favor and just put one word in the chat on how you feeling today as we get ready to exit out. And we're gonna take one last big breath together. Whew. I do this with my hands when I'm releasing energy. I don't know about y'all, but I have to release. Put one last word in the chat. How you feeling today as we get ready to exit out? Hopefully you've had a second to just reflect. Grounded, blessed, encouraged, and grateful, relieved. Whew, yes, honey, relieved. Light. I love it. I love it. Be the light. Be light wherever you go. I am going to turn this back over to Desiree. And again, I want to thank Desiree and Rochelle for having me this afternoon. I have thoroughly enjoyed my few moments of time with you all.
Yeah, please join me in giving Dr. Blash, the wonderful, wonderful Dr. Blash, a virtual
Yeah,
hand
thank
clap. You can either drop it in the chat or I can just see your two hands clapping. What an amazing, amazing, amazing event. Thank you for being our guide today. We are so grateful for this wonderful program that forced us to pause and reflect. We often, as moms, may not get that time. So thank you for forcing us into that intentionality. It was beautiful. And we're so happy to have you. And we want to take another moment to thank our sponsor, our event sponsor, Athens Parent Wellbeing. Athens Parent Wellbeing exists to bridge the gap in affordable and accessible mental health care. They exist in Athens, Georgia, but their reach is far to the surrounding 11 or so counties around them. I know the organization well, and I'm grateful for their support of today's event. Oh, we have a raised hand.
Yes, I'll pull up the survey as we go into questions if anyone has any.
Yes, yes. Here's the survey with the QR code here to the right of the screen. Please just take a quick moment to scan and complete the survey. Mama Yada, I see your hand is raised. Please proceed with your question.
Greetings, Ray. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Dr. Blash. Thank you, Rachel. It's very good to be here. I just want to say the prompts really, moved me. I'm actually en route back to my hometown, so I wasn't able to participate how I wanted to, but I'm in a pause point right now, getting something to eat, and it was one of those prompts that would have definitely had me in tears, snotting all over the place, and I just couldn't do that while I was driving. I just wanted to say that this is real. The experience was magnificent, and I hope to join you all on more.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. And I misspoke earlier. Quick change. So the QR code here on the screen is to leave a review. However, the survey link you can find in the chat. You'll also, if you can find it in the chat, we'll also be sending some reminders. You have until Wednesday to complete in order to enter to win one of those beautiful journal kits that Rachel and Alayna mentioned earlier in the program. And please stay connected with us. Necessity Journals, the IG handle is there on the screen. And same for Our Light After 9 and with Mama's Mosaic. We would love to stay connected with you. Hopefully, this was the first of many other events and partnerships, and we are grateful for your attendance today. Before we close out, I just want to give an opportunity to Rachel or Alayna if you have anything you'd like to say before closing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. When me and Desiree was talking about a partnership between our two organizations, journaling was something that I always did when I was in the midst of trauma. Um, and I'm so happy to see this event come to life and to see your beautiful faces. It is so difficult to be vulnerable, especially when we're on a pregnancy journey. Like myself, I said I had 9 losses, and it's hard to be on the other side of the motherhood journey when you're holding grief from the losses and gratitude that you have somebody in front of you, and just bearing that unknown of that pregnancy journey. So I'm so grateful to have y'all here to be vulnerable, to show up today is to be vulnerable and to bare your soul, even if you didn't participate in the chat or be on your camera to speak. And I do not take that lightly. I'm going to be quiet because it's going to make me cry. So
Well, I just want to again thank you all for just letting me be in this space. Like Rachel said, I don't take it lightly when people want to write with me. Journaling can be an isolating task in itself, right? When you're writing by yourself. I spend Mondays and every day writing by myself. So to share it with others is a little scary sometimes. But I'm thankful to be here this afternoon. If you're in the Atlanta area, I do have some other events coming up in September and October. I'll be at a women's conference and also at a financial literacy conference, helping people to journal to get control over their money. So I hope you stay in touch by following my Instagram, and then let's just stay in touch anyway. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. A quick reminder again, please leave a review and please complete the survey for your chance to win one of Necessity Journal's beautiful journal kits. Thank you again, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And see, I keep saying survey. Wonderful rest of your Sunday.
Y'all better complete these surveys. She's serious.
Do the survey, do the survey. Yes. And if you all have any questions for me, feel free to,
Yes.
reach out or whatever. I'm available.
Yes, and have a great week. Thank you again for joining us.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.